ఏపీ స్పెషల్ డిఎస్సి ఆస్పిరెంట్స్ మీకోసం అత్యంత ముఖ్యమైన మల్టీ డిజబిలిటీస్ ఎంసీక్యూస్ వీడియోలో చూసేద్దాం. ఈ వీడియోలో పరీక్షల్లో వచ్చే ముఖ్యమైన ప్రశ్నలను చర్చించబోతున్నాం. డిఎస్సి, ఆర్సీఐ మరియు స్పెషల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్కి ఎంతో ఉపయోగమవుతుంది. ఒక ప్రశ్న కూడా మిస్ అవ్వకండి. మీ ఎగ్జామ్లో డైరెక్ట్గా రావచ్చు. అయితే వెంటనే వీడియోని ప్రారంభించేద్దాం. ఫస్ట్ వన్, మల్టిపుల్ డిజబిలిటీస్ refers to A. Only physical disability, B. One sensory impairment, C. Two or more disabilities occurring together, D. Behavior disorder only. Answer is C. Two or more disabilities occurring together. Then moving on to the next question. The term multiple disabilities is officially defined under A. NCF 2005, B. IDEA, C. DSM-5, D. NEP 2020. Answer is B. IDEA. IDEA means Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Next, move on to next question. Which of the following is an example of multiple disabilities? A. ADHD only, B. Blindness only, C. Cerebral palsy plus intellectual disability, D. Dyslexia only. Answer is C. Cerebral palsy plus intellectual disabilities. This is the correct answer. Then next, moving on to next question. A child with hearing impairment and visual impairment together is called as A. Autism, B. Deaf blindness, C. ADHD, D. Dysgraphia. Answer is B. Deaf blindness. This comes under hearing impairment and visual impairment together. Next one. Which of the following is not a characteristics of multiple disabilities? A. Communication difficulties, B. Learning difficulties, C. Enhanced sensory functioning, D. Mobility problems. Answer is C. Enhanced sensory functioning. Next, moving on to the next question. The major educational need of children with multiple disabilities is A. Competitive learning, B. Individualized instruction, C. Punishment based discipline, D. Memorization only. Answer is B. Individualized instruction. This is the major educational need of a children with multiple disabilities. IEP stands for A. Individual Educational Planning, B. Individualized Education Program, C. Inclusive Educational Process, D. Integrated Evaluation Plan. Answer is B. Individualized Education Program. It is very important for the special education of the special teachers to diagnose the children. The most important educational approach for multiple disabilities is A. Rote learning, B. Functional curriculum, C. Punishment method, D. Competitive instruction. Answer is B. Functional curriculum. Next one. Which professional helps improve mobility and posture? A. Speech therapist, B. Occupational therapist, C. Physiotherapist, D. Audiologist. Answer is C. Physiotherapist. It helps to improve the mobility and the posture of the affected person. Next, coming to AAC stands for A. Academic Assistant Curriculum, B. Augmentative and Alternative Communication, C. Advanced Academic Coordination, D. Applied Auditory Communication. Answer is B. Augmentative and Alternative Communication. Coming to the next question. Which of the following is a prenatal cause of multiple disabilities? A. Head injury, B. Meningitis, C. Rubella infection during pregnancy, D. Accident after birth. Answer is C. Rubella infection during pregnancy. This is the prenatal cause of multiple disability. Which teaching approach is most suitable for multiple disabilities? A. Lecture method, B. Multisensory teaching, C. Dictation method, D. Competitive learning. Answer is B. Multisensory teaching. This comes under multiple disabilities. Then moving on to next question. The combined effect of disabilities in multiple disabilities leads to A. Mild educational needs only, B. Unique and severe educational needs, C. No learning difficulty, D. Improved adaptive skills. Answer is B. Unique and severe educational needs. Then moving on to next question. Which therapy mainly improves activities of a daily living? A. Physiotherapy, B. Occupational therapy. C. Speech therapy. D. Behavior therapy. Answer is B. Occupational therapy. It improves the daily living skills, activities of a child to do in their daily life. Coming to next question. Functional curriculum mainly focuses on A. Only academic excellence, B. Competitive examinations, C. Daily living and adaptive skills, D. Higher mathematics only. Answer is C. Daily living and adaptive skills. This comes under functional curriculum. Next one, which is an important feature of inclusive education? Answer is option A, segregation. Option B, equal participation. Option C, exclusion. Option D, institutionalization. Answer is B, equal participation. This comes under inclusive education. Next one, which of the following is a communication support strategy? A. ACC device. B. Suspension. C. Punishment. D. Isolation. Answer is A. ACC device. ACC means accommodative and alternative communication. This is the communication support strategy. Next one, the major goal of special education for multiple disabilities is A. Only academic achievement, B. Functional independence, C. Competition, D. Memorization. Answer is B. Functional independence. This is the main goal of a special education for the multiple disabilities. Next one, which act protects educational rights of a children with multiple disabilities? Answer RTE Act only, B RPW Act, C Child Labor Act, D is Mental Health Act. Answer is Rights of a Person with Disabilities Act 2016. This is RPW Act. Next one, universal design for learning. A. One teaching method for all. B. Multiple means of learning. C. Punishment strategy. D. Competitive instruction only. Answer is B. Multiple means of learning. This comes under universal design for learning. Then, which area is commonly affected in multiple disabilities? A. Only vision. B. Only hearing. C. Multiple developmental domains. D. Only sports ability. Answer is C. That is multiple developmental domains. This affects the multiple disabilities. The best classroom environment for children with multiple disabilities is A. Highly stressful, B. Structured supportive, C. Punishment oriented, D. Competitive only. Answer is B. Structured and supportive. Next one. Which of the following improve communication in non-verbal children? A. AAC, B. Isolation, C. Punishment, D. Threatening. Answer is E. AAC. AAC means augmentative and alternative communications. This improves communication in non-verbal children. Next question. Transition planning mainly focuses on A. Vacation activities, B. Future independent living and vocational skills, C. School punishment, D. Exam memorization. Answer is B. Future independent living and vocational skills. Then moving on to the next question. Assertion. Children with multiple disabilities require individualized instruction. Reasoning. The interaction of disabilities create unique educational needs. A. Both A and R are true and R is correct and A is correct explanation and answer is A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question. Multiple disabilities mainly affects A. One developmental domain only. B. Multiple developmental domains. C. Sports ability only. D. Music skills only. Option is B. Multiple developmental domains. This mainly affects the multiple disabilities. Next one, which strategy helps reduce anxiety and behavior problems? A. Unstructured classroom. B. Visual schedules and routines. C. Punishment. D. Isolation. Answer is B. Visual schedules and routines, which benefits the anxiety and behavior problem of a children. Next one, early intervention is important because A. It versus disability, B. It improves developmental outcomes, C. It reduces teaching, D. It prevents inclusion. Answer is B. It improves developmental outcomes. This is the early intervention. Next one, which of the following is most important in managing multiple disabilities? A. Single approach for all children. B. Individualized and multidisciplinary support. C. Punishment based instruction. D. Ignoring family involvement. Answer is B. Individualized. Next one. Primary challenge in educating children with multiple disabilities is A. Lack of intelligence alone. B. Difficulty in managing isolated impairments. C. Interaction effect of multiple impairments of functioning. D. Poor school attendance. Answer is C. Interaction effect of multiple impairments of a function. Next one. Which principle best examples education planning for multiple disabilities? A. Uniform curriculum approach. B. Deficit oriented instruction. C. Individualized functional intervention. D. Competitive performance model. Answer is C. Individualized functional intervention. Then moving on to next question. In multiple disabilities, the term concomitant impairment refers to B. Temporary behavioral problems. B. Simultaneous presence of two or more disabilities. C. Emotional instability only. D. Progressive neurological degeneration. Answer is B. Stimulative presence of two or more disabilities. Next one. Which assessment approach is most appropriate for children with multiple disabilities? A. Single IQ testing. B. Standardized academic teaching only. C. Multidisciplinary functional assessment. D. Oral examination alone. Answer is C. Multiple disciplinary functional assessment. Next one. Which educational strategy is most suitable when communication deficits coexist with motor impairments? A. Memorization based teaching. B. Augmentative and alternative communication. C. Repetitive punishment. D. Inclusive lecture method. Answer is B. Augmentative and alternative communication. AAC devices. Next one, the major limitation of traditional IQ tests in children with multiple disabilities is A. Excessive scoring accuracy. B. Failure to account for sensory and motor limitations. C. High reliability. D. Overestimation of adaptive behavior. Answer is B. Failure to account of sensory and motor limitations. Next one, functional curriculum is preferred for multiple disabilities because it emphasizes A. Abstract theoretical learning. B. Competitive examination preparation. C. Real life adaptive and independent living skills. C. Subjective centered instruction only. Answer is C. Real life adaptive and independent living skills. Next one. Which component is most essential while preparing an IEP for a child with multiple disabilities? A. Uniform class expectations. B. Long theoretical lectures. C. Individual strength and functionalness. D. Grade level competition. Answer is C. Individualized strength and functional needs. Then moving on to the next question. Which condition most strongly necessitates multisensory instructional method? A. Isolated giftedness. B. Combined sensory and cognitive impairments. C. Temporary absenteeism. D. Average academic performance. Answer is B. Combined sensory and cognitive impairments. Then moving on to the next question. In inclusive classrooms, peer mediated instruction primarily promotes A. Segregation. B. Dependency. C. Social participation and cooperative learning. D. Institutionalization. Answer is C. Social participation and cooperative learning. Then moving on to next question. Which of the following best reflects the social model of disability? A. Disability exists only within the child. B. Society must remove barriers restricting participation. C. Children with disabilities cannot adapt. D. Segregation improves development. Answer is B. Society must remove barriers restricting participation of a child. Next one, a major advantage of assistive technology in multiple disabilities is A. Elimination of therapy needs. B. Replacement of teachers. C. Increased independence and communication. D. Reduction in inclusive opportunities. Answer is C. Increased independence and communication. Then moving on to next question. Which instructional modification is most appropriate for severe motor impairment with intact cognition? A. Reduced curriculum expectations. B. Use of adaptive writing and communication tools. C. Elimination of academic participation. D. Behavioral punishment strategies. B. Use of adaptive writing and communication. Which area is most affected when sensory impairment coexists with intellectual disability? A. Athletic ability only. B. Functional communication and concept development. C. Musical preference. D. Physical growth exclusively. B. Functional communication and concept development. Then coming to next question, transition planning in multiple disabilities mainly emphasizes A. Institutional dependency, B. Long-term functional independence and community participation, C. Elimination of vocational training, D. Restriction from society. Answer is B. Long-term functional independence and community participation. Next one, a child with cerebral palsy and speech impairment understands classroom content but cannot express responses verbally. The best intervention is A. Ignoring participation, B. AAC support and alternative process method, C. Removal from classroom, D. Punishment from non-response, B. AAC support. Next one, a child with deaf blindness learns best through A. Verbal lectures only, B. Tactile and experimental instruction, C. Audio recordings only, D. Competitive oral testing. Answer is B. Tactile and experimental instruction. Then coming to the next question. Tactile instructions mean teaching through the sense of the touch. Next one, which educational practice violates inclusive principle? A. Curriculum adaptation, B. Peer interaction opportunities, B. Career barrier free accessibility, D. Exclusion from classroom activities. Answer is D. Exclusion from classroom activities. Then moving on to the next question. Which professional primarily focuses on improving adaptive daily living skills? A. Occupational therapist, B. Cardiologist, C. Neurologist, D. Audiometric technician. Answer is A. Occupational therapist. Occupational therapist mainly helps to improve fine motor skills, hand and eye coordination, sensory processing, and self care abilities. Next one. Which behavior management principle is most effective for children with multiple disabilities? A. Frequent punishment, B. Positive reinforcement and structured routines, C. Public criticism, D. Social isolation. Answer is B. Positive reinforcement and structured routines. Then moving on to next question. Universal Design for Learning UDL promotes A. Standardized instruction for all learners, B. Flexible learning methods accommodating learning's variability, C. Restriction of assistive technology, D. Exclusive academic evaluation. Answer is B. Flexible learning methods accommodating learning's variability. Next one, under Rights of a Person with Disabilities Act 2016, children with benchmark disabilities are entitled to A. Educational inclusion, B. Equal education opportunities and support services, C. Institutional segregation only, D. Reduced legal rights. Answer is B. Equal educational opportunities. Next one, early intervention in multiple disabilities is important because it A. Promotes all disability completely, B. Enhances developmental outcomes and adaptive functioning, C. Eliminates family involvement, D. Removes need for education. Answer is B. Enhances developmental outcomes and adaptive functioning. Next one, which factor most influences successful inclusive education? A. Large class size alone, B. Teacher attitude and instructional adaptation, C. Memorization techniques, D. Competitive ranking system. Answer is B. Teacher attitude and instructional adaptation. Next, moving on to the next question. The ecological approach to disability emphasizes A. Isolated medical treatment only, B. Interaction between individual and environment, C. Segregated education, D. Academic testing only. Answer is B. Interaction between individual and environment. Then moving on to the next question. Assertion, children with multiple disabilities require multidisciplinary intervention. Reasoning, no single professional can address all developmental needs effectively. A. Both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. B. Both A are true, R is not explanation. Answer is A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation. Next assertion. Functional academics are important for children with severe multiple disabilities. Reasoning. Practical life skills improve independence and community participation. Answer is A. Both A and R are true and R is correctly explains the A. Next one, which teaching strategy best supports generalization of skills? A. Isolated drill practice only, B. Teaching skills in a natural environment, C. One time instruction, D. Competitive testing. Answer is B. Teaching skills in natural environment. Teaching skills in natural environment means teaching a child in real life settings and daily situations instead of only inside the classroom. Next one, which challenge is commonly faced by the families of children with multiple disabilities? A. Reduced caregiving needs. B. Emotional stress and financial burden. C. Elimination of social stigma. Answer is B. Emotional stress and financial burden. Next one, which of the following best reflects evidence based practice in special education? A. Using punishment routinely. B. Using intervention supported by research findings. C. Ignoring family participation. D. Following identical methods for all the children. Answer is B. Using intervention supported by research findings. Then moving on to the next question. AAC stands for A. Adaptive or auditory communication. B. Augmentative and alternative communication. C. Academic assistance curriculum. D. Alternative auditory control. Answer is B. Augmentative and alternative communication. Then moving on to the next question. The primary purpose of AAC is A. Replace intelligence testing. B. Improve communication abilities. C. Elimination education. D. Improve only handwriting. Answer is B. Improve communication abilities. It is the primary purpose of AAC, that is augmentative and alternative communication. AAC is most beneficial for children with or individuals with A. Speech and communication impairments. B. Only orthopedic disability. C. Only visual impairment. D. Temporary fever. Answer is A. Speech and communication impairment. This is best suitable for the children who are suffering with speech and communication problems. Next one, which of the following is a low-tech AAC system? A. Speech generating device. B. Eye gaze communication software. C. Picture communication board. D. Tablet with AAC app. Answer is C. Picture communication board. This is the low-tech AAC system. Then moving on to next question, which of the following is a high-tech AAC device? A. Flashcards. B. PECS book. C. Communication chart. D. Speech generating devices. Answer is D. Speech generating devices. This is the high-tech AAC device which is used for the children who are suffering with speech delay. Then moving on to the next question. AAC systems are generally divided into A. Academic and vocational. B. Low-tech and high-tech. C. Physical and emotional. D. Medical and psychological. Answer is B. Low-tech and high-tech. AAC systems are generally divided into low-tech and high-tech systems. Then coming to next question. PECS is related to A. Behavior punishment. B. Communication through pictures. C. Physiotherapy exercises. D. Auditory screening. Answer is B. Communication through pictures. PECS means Picture Exchange Communication System. Then PCS stands for A. Picture Exchange Communication System. B. Personal Educational Communication Strategy. C. Psychological Educational Cognitive System. D. Physical Exchange Communication Support. Answer is A. Picture Exchange Communication System, that is PECS. Then moving on to next question. Which disability category frequently requires AAC support? A. Autism spectrum disorder. B. Cerebral palsy. C. Multiple disabilities. D. All of the above. Answer is D. All of the above. This is the category frequently requires for AAC support. ఈరోజు మల్టిపుల్ డిజబిలిటీస్ ఎంసీక్యూస్ మీ ప్రిపరేషన్కి ఈ వీడియో ఉపయోగపడిందని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని ముఖ్యమైన ఎంసీక్యూస్, స్పెషల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ మరియు డిఎస్సి ప్రిపరేషన్ వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. ఈ వీడియో నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. మరి నెక్స్ట్ వీడియోలో కలుద్దాం. అంటిల్ దెన్ కీప్ లెర్నింగ్ అండ్ కీప్ గ్రోయింగ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.